Driver is directed by Edgar Wright. He is the director of such cult classics like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. It stars Ansel Elgort, Lily James, Kevin Spacey, Jon Hamm, and Jamie Foxx. As you may notice, I'm not with Mithun today. He was unable to go to the screening, but that is his loss because this is a really good movie. First of all, I want to say that this has an all-star cast, and all the actors in it are really, really good. But it's definitely Ansel Elgort's movie. He plays Baby. Baby is a getaway driver, and he has a little bit of a problem where he has to listen to music all the time. And I'm not going to say why, but that's pretty much it. And everyone around him pretty much knows that he's a little off, but they accept that because he is really good at driving. This character is really interesting. I was worried at first that I wasn't going to be able to be invested in him, but I ended up being very invested in him, and I loved Baby in this movie. First of all, I just want to say that the car chases in this movie are fantastic, as well as the foot chases. They're all really suspenseful. You're on the edge of your seat for the whole thing, and this movie throws a lot at you. There is action, there is humor, there's heart, there are shootouts, car chases, foot chases, and I had a really good time with this movie. It was really fun. Some things that weren't so great about the movie: in the middle of the movie it starts to get a bit slow, and that's because you're learning more about the character of Baby. And while I was interested in it, I wasn't always extremely entertained like I wanted to be. So that was okay. And then the other thing is Baby's girlfriend, Debbie, played by Lily James, who's really likable in this movie. But they got together really quickly. Their romance was rushed, and I wasn't always buying that she would do anything for him, even though they didn't seem like they knew each other that long. But those were really my main complaints. Do you want to say to the particular actors, shout out to Jon Hamm and Jamie Foxx. They both were really good in this movie, and I hadn't seen them in a role like this before, and it's good to see actors doing something different that they hadn't done before. Kevin Spacey, of course, was always fantastic. That's no exception in this movie. There were some actors, one actor in this movie who I was really excited to see, but really isn't in the movie that much. And if you recall, Edgar Wright, the director, was supposed to direct Ant-Man before he had a falling out with Marvel and had to leave. And I think this movie, especially the heist elements of this movie, is sort of what he wanted to do with Ant-Man, and it's a shame we'll never get to see that movie. Also, I want to mention the soundtrack. The soundtrack was really good in this movie, and it's used really, really well. It's not in your face. Well, it is kind of in your face, but it's used for the movie at certain parts that the music needs to be there, and I really like that. And this movie was so much fun. They threw so much at you that at the end, it feels more like a 2.5 hour movie, even though it is a little under 2 hours, and you're just exhausted at the end of this movie. But I personally enjoyed that. It's a really good movie. I recommend it. I would give Baby Driver 8 out of 10 cans.